guys, happy Sunday. So yes, meeting you guys on a Sunday because like I said, I had a track meet yesterday. So anyway, I guess I'll just wait for you homies to pop on. Just gonna make a quick one because I know lots of people like to have a nice lazy Sunday, plus it's a day to get all their chores and errands and stuff run like me. That's what I gotta do later. um, Gotta go on a Walmart run, Costco run to go get our food for the week, and gotta go get my truck washed because it's time. Anywho, so have a couple of decks that showed up, and I've been trying to kind of rotate my decks, so it's like the decks that I know for sure I haven't been using much. I feel like it's like a disservice to the deck, and the person that created this beautiful deck, that if they create it, it should get used, rather regularly. So decks that I don't use regularly, I've kind of put off to the side for, I don't know, selling, trading, maybe just gifting to some friends or whatever. But yeah, so I've been trying to do that. So as these decks are coming in, I'm kind of like constantly going through my decks and being like, okay, which ones have I not given enough love? I want them to go to homes where they are getting lots of love. So I've been doing that. So, and I want to talk about my two new decks that I got. And then also, I wrote down in my fancy little paper here, are like possible dates for meetups. So there were a few people that said that they wouldn't mind doing a meetup. Missy, what's up? People said they wouldn't mind doing a meetup in the summer, like late July, early August. And so I had to go ahead and look at the school calendar. Hey, Debbie, what's up? And find out like what day I come back to school. Cosmic Creeper's here. Hey. And New Age Lunatic. All right, all right. All the homies in the house. I dig it, I dig it. So yeah, and I can't wait to do a meetup this summer. Even if it's just, a small like handful of you, I think it would be really rocky, and it's really something that I feel like I need to do. Missy said she tried to go for a walk, but it started raining. The weather is a little funky here. Like I said, I always think that in the springtime, our weather's got like a little bit of, like it doesn't know what it wants to be. So it's like either we're burning and we're in our little shorts and tank tops, and then the next day it's cloudy and it's like 60 degrees and everybody's bundled up. You know what I thought was funny yesterday at the track meet? I only came for the like just a couple of hours at the beginning, because the head track coach, who normally is there to set everything up, they had a track meet the night before, and so that track meet ended around like 10 or 11 p.m. the night before. It's like a really long track meet. And so he's like, well, he goes, the turnaround for me to get there early for the following meet, he's like, is going to be kind of rough, so I need you to get there since I wasn't at the previous meet. Missy says, sounds like New England. Yeah. And so I didn't have any athletes actually jumping in Saturday's meet, and I'm like, not only do I have to get up early to like get to this meet and get the tent and everything set up, I was like, but I don't even have anybody jumping. So, and that whole mess. I can't wait for track to be over. I've been talking to the cross country coach. I want to coach cross country next year, or help coach cross country next year. Pixie Dust, hey! And then not do track, even though track is like my soul and passion. I just don't think I can work with the head coach anymore. It's just been like, I don't know. So I can't wait for that to end, especially because he keeps reminding me, he says, remember, you're my assistant and you work for me. He's like, so if I tell you to do something, you need to do it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna work together next year. Anyway, so yeah, I got there early. I got the tent all set up. I got there with another coach. There were some other kids there. Pixie Dust said she quit smoking. Hey, what up? Nice, excellent, excelente. Yeah, good, brava. Cosmic Creeper said he sounds like a pain in the ass. He is. He's I don't know. He's like he's one of those like he's a little guy. Like he's shorter than I am. I mean, I'm a tall person, but he's shorter than me. He's like this little teeny guy that loves to like assert his authority, and he likes everybody to know he's in control. And that's kind of how he is with like, he's a math teacher and everything. He's kind of a d-bag. Anyways, so yeah. I mean, I don't really need to get into all that. I just know that season's ending, you know, the last week of May will be the end of our season. So it's like, it's not even worth getting all worked up about right now because I'm not going to come back next year. So I get there and everything. And then once he showed up, that's when I got to leave. So I was there for a couple hours and then, you know, and then some of the races had started. He got there. And as I'm leaving, okay, it was like warm, and then when the clouds would cover, it was freezing, and then it was like warm, freezing, warm, freezing. So I was in a t-shirt and shorts, and I got all my stuff, and I'm heading back to the truck. And there's this little girl in front of me with her dad, and she has like a snow beanie on, the kind with the little poof on top. She's got her like mittens on. She's got a puffer vest, a long sleeve shirt. She's got little Ugg boots. Like she was dressed for the snow. I'm dressed for summertime, and I'm looking around at various like how people are dressed. Some people literally look like they're dressed for the snow, and they got like puffer jackets, and other people are in like tank tops and board shorts. And it's like, you know, I don't think people in San Diego know how to dress right now, because it's like, is it freezing or is it burning? Like, and so like there's this period, you know, between April, May, and June where our like weather doesn't know what it wants to be. April, it's like really chaotic, and then May here in San Diego is called May gray. It'll just basically be gray for an entire month with, you know, maybe some rain here and there. June, we have June gloom, where it's not just gray, but it's also very drizzly. And then we have July fry, so we're burning our eyeballs out. August is really hot. September is really hot. October is pretty hot. November is one of our hottest months. And then December, it's nice, pretty nice weather, and then it starts to cool off somewhat in July, somewhat in February, and then it gets really cold in March. And then we're back again. So that's San Diego weather for you. Since everybody, like, you, if you wanted to know about the weather. Tammy said it's bipolar weather here too. Missy said crazy weather syndrome. Oh, for sure. Pixie Dust said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you getting on with the new Magi deck? Mine came the other day and I haven't had time to work with it. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 11. Crank that baby up to 11. Like me and the Tarot of Magi. Actually, that deck is in the other room. Oh, I want to bring that deck out for you guys. Okay. I don't want to leave it dead space, so let's go get that deck. Pixie Dust gifted me the Tarot of the Magi, or Tarot of the Xerkes Magi, and oh my gosh, it is so cool. So let me turn this around. There we go. Okay, let's go get that deck. Da, 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 da. It's hanging out by the bed because that's what I'm using right now. So yeah, these are all my decks that I'm kind of working with. And actually I want to bring this one because I don't think I've showed you that one yet. So yeah, I want to show you guys these two decks. And look who's hanging out in the tinted sun. Hey, Wally. Yeah, your adoring fans are here. Yeah, oh. Oh, hey, baby. Cosmic Creeper says hey. Pixie Dust said, next month, would you mind if I gifted you expansion? Oh, you don't have to do that. Really, you don't. But, oh my gosh, that, you really picked out an awesome deck, by the way. Like, it's really good. Missy says, hi, Wally. Yeah. Hey, baby. Yeah, those pretty blues. Yeah. Okay. My boyfriend is working out right now. Let me flip this back around. Okay. They were just looking at Wowly. Okay. So yeah, actually, like the title says, some deck obsessions. Oh, one of Wally's favorite things is his red poof. Yeah, he loves the red poof. Okay, so yeah, this is what, hey! New Age Lunatic said, I made it back from the garden just in time for some Wally love. Yes! And Allie's here. Hey, Allie! Oh, he's playing with his little poof. Okay, so Pixie Dust was the sweetest person in the world and got me Tarot of the Xerkes Magi, or Magi, or Magi, however you want to pronounce it. And here's the little like cover card. And Tammy said, love all the deck talk as I am 1 year old reader. Hey, no problem. So, yeah, when I got this deck, I was like, oh, because I had been looking at it, but I wasn't sure how I'd get along with it. Thanks, Allie! But, you know, after, you know, I did like a reading for myself, another reading, there was something, I don't know, just something about this deck is like, I can't put it down, and I feel like it really speaks to me. Like it's a really good friend. You know, that's what this deck feels like. It's like a really good friend. Hermit's Cave, what's up, Simon? I was just talking about a lovely deck that was gifted to me by one of our sweet homies on here, Pixie Dust. But yeah, you picked, yes, Pixie Dust, you picked an awesome deck because I've been taking it with me wherever I go. The images and everything, like I'm not like, you know, it's like, you know, I probably wouldn't have gotten it for myself, even though I was like kind of curious about it, because I'm like, I don't know, like, you know, I kind of like some circus stuff, but I don't know if I would, you know, be too into it. But like now that I have it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this deck really speaks to me. It works with me. Like I've been just going crazy, like doing spreads, just kind of talking with it, and just like, yeah. Hermit's Cave said he got his in a swap from Patrick. Yeah, it reads so well, and I like that a lot of the names are like, you know, it's been renamed, a lot of the majors and things like that. And yeah, I just feel like, you know, if I need to do a reading, this is the one I'm grabbing for right now, even though I have, you know, so many other lovely decks that, you know, I do pull out. But I'm like, nope, I feel like we have this bond. We need to talk right now. Pixie Dust says, sometimes the decks we're on the fence about are the ones we end up loving the most. Exactly. So let me show you the backings, and I actually love the ring backings. To me, it's like, looks like balance, which is kind of what I need in my life. And then, you know, all the blades here are swords, of course, but I like it has a keyword down at the bottom, and I like that there's a period at the end. Like, I don't know if that's like the nerdy English teacher in me that's like, I need to see periods at the end of, even if it's just a one-word sentence, even if it's just like, you know, an impartial sentence, like I need to see a period. So yeah, that I love. Debbie saying, hey kitty. Oh, Wally's cleaning his tummy right now. Let's see. So yeah, we have the Three of Rings. So rings would be your pentacles here. Okay, baton bill poster. The bill posters are the pages in this deck. So this would be the Page of Wands. And I really like that, you know, starting out at the bottom, you know, at the circus, you know, all you could do is be the bill poster. Got the Lovers. Oh my gosh. So cool, so cool. And then there was one that I was confused about. It was, oh, and by the way, the governor is the king and the duchess is the queen in this deck. Where is it? Ooh, I love the Aeon for the world card. Like, to me, this looks like Nut from ancient Egyptian mythology, you know, about the sky goddess. So I think that's pretty cool. What is it in here? There is the High Priestess and the Empress. I was having a little trouble with, but I ended up liking their choice of High Priestess and Empress. Okay. So how the deck came in order, these two were together, suggesting that this being the Emperor and this being the Empress. But the Seer, I was like, wouldn't that be the High Priestess? And then here we had the leading lady, and then but looking at her crown and everything, and you know how she's dressed, that kind of reminds me of the High Priestess. So what I decided was that the Seer, even though I was like, at first I was like, well, shouldn't that be the High Priestess? I decided she would be my Empress, you know, and him my Emperor, and then her the High Priestess, because here is just the look in her face just shows like an all-knowing, a seeing beyond things that are going on. I love that she's in you know, this kind of glass house. And so I decided, you know, maybe it's the other way around what they intended, but I like having her as a High Priestess. And in this glass house, just being able to see like clarity, being able to see through, you know, your surroundings. I think that that's awesome. And then I like the Seer then as my Empress. Pixie Dust says the Seer's face is morphed onto Pamela Cole Smith's body. Yeah. And I like that for the Empress, because I see like an abundance of intuition, just being able to see the abundance, the opportunities, everything around you, you know, instead of seeing it as a lack. So being able to see through and see, you know, where you could put your energy, where you could put your time. And I like that as like an alternative view of the Empress. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But that's how I've been getting along with in the deck, and I really like it that way. I like that interpretation. So yes, I really am enjoying this deck quite a bit. So thank you again, Pixie Dust, and I even did a little thank you video for her here on YouTube. Just because I know that, well, obviously she's on right now. I knew she would watch it, and I wanted to just like give her her own video of like thank you and just letting her know how much it meant to me. So well, thank you. So there's this very special deck that came, and then the one that I also pulled from beside my bed that comes in this cool mesh is the Rebel Deck Couples Edition. I have the OG, just regular Rebel Deck, so here's you got your little mesh thingy. But I decided to get the Couples Edition, so I pre-ordered it, and so this came about a week or so ago. Oh, the Crystal Unicorn Tarot is now on its way, so everybody that did the Kickstarter on that are now starting to receive their decks, so I think mine is set to be here on Tuesday, so I'm really excited. Cosmic Creeper said, yay, you got the new one. Yes! So I'll have to show you guys this, and then when the Crystal Unicorn Tarot comes, I'll definitely have to show you that. There's a couple of other decks that I bought on pre-order, so they're there, they're bought, they're just kind of waiting for them to ship out. And I don't know, I'm not really like I've never really bought anything on pre-order before, you know, or Kickstarter, so that Crystal Unicorn Tarot, that's the first thing I've ever backed on Kickstarter, because I was like, I don't know, you know. So yeah, so that's gonna be coming, and I'm so psyched, and I can't wait to show you guys. And then the other two that I pre-ordered, and I haven't pre-ordered anything on Amazon because like I'll just kind of wait for them to come out and see how it goes, and then if I like, you know, I'll order them, but they're just kind of sitting on my wish list for right now. But I pre-ordered the Moonchild Tarot, which is the sister deck to the Star Child Tarot. So that one, they said, is set to ship late July, early August. And then I have the Mildred Payne's Enchanted Oracle, and that's gonna ship. It was early July, so I got a few months to wait, and you know. So I'm really excited. So yes, so let's take a look at this. Everybody knows that the Rebel deck has some foul language in it, but it's meant to be in kind of a cheeky way. New Age Ninetech said, if you get some time, I'd love to see a video of the couples deck, Rebel deck. Yes, I definitely want to do a review of it, and I will post it. And New Age Lunatic says, her unicorn tarot is shipping next week. Hey! Let me know how you like it too. Like, if you guys are getting any of these decks, let me know how you guys get along with them. Pixie Dust says she has the Mildred Payne Black Enchantment coming soon. Yay! Okay. Put these cards off to the side. These are just the extra cards that come with the Rebel Deck Couples Edition. Okay, so in typical Rebel Deck style, you have something on the front, except for this part is white now instead of it being all different colors. So the circles are different colors, but this part, which normally in the OG Rebel Deck, it used to be colored. I think it used to be like pinks and greens and things like that. So now this part's white, and it's just this part that has colors is the circles. And then you have your message on the back. And so this is meant to be, you know, for couples or for, you know, whatever. There's some pretty like brazen quotes in there, and some, you know, I mean, it's the Rebel Deck. We know they curse, you know, there's foul words. So there's some people that are kind of put off by that, and you know, that's fine, because I mean, we are in an abundant time with, you know, tarot and oracle decks, so you definitely have your choosings. Not everybody's into that deck, and that's cool. Missy said, one of these days I want to get the Rebel Deck. The Rebel Deck is awesome. And since they ship out of Arizona, Arizona's right next to me, so, well, next to California. Not next to me. It's not like they're my neighbor. They are my state neighbor. That it usually comes really quick. Like if I get anything from them, it would be like a day or two, and it's here. So, you know, if I, let's say, pull a card for me and my dude, let's hope it's a little more PG for this live chat. Let's see. Then you'd be like, okay, what do me and my dude most need to know? Or me and my gal, or whatever it may be. So me and my dude, let's see. Tammy said Rebel Deck on the wish list. Oh, yes. Oh. Check yourself. And on the back, you're playing with fire. Ooh. You know, so you would have to kind of interpret that however it may be for you and your significant other. But let's take a look-ski. And if you're offended by foul language, I'm not saying that you personally have to get this deck. I'm just saying this is one I got, and I can see the humor in the language that they are using. So we have the check yourself, get hot and sweaty on the back, work out and grow old as fuck together. Okay, love can hurt like hell. You think you got them all figured out. Ooh, and this one is a and on the back you fill in the blank. Keep shit clean. Yes, I know, I gotta clean the house. Your friends miss your face. Do the damn dishes. Okay, that's a job for the dishwasher tonight. It isn't personal. Unplug. Time for shit to get real. So yeah, it's pretty good, and I'll definitely do like a full real review of this. So those of you that are actually interested, I will make sure I get that done. Ooh, maybe I'll do that for next Sunday. Ooh, this Saturday, my dad's coming over for, well, this coming Saturday, my dad's coming over for his birthday dinner. April 5th was technically his birthday, but they've been all over the place, and he's been getting ready to go on a trip with my stepmom. They're going to be going to Peru this year, so they always go somewhere now every year. So they've been to like Portugal, they've been to Spain, now they're off to Peru. I forgot wherever else. They go all over the place. So but for Peru, you have to get a lot of shots. So they've been having to go get lots of shots. They've been taking their typhoid pills. and you have to make sure that you have more than 6 months left on your passport. Otherwise, you cannot go into Peru. So they had about 6 months left, so they had to re-up their passports. So there was more than 6 months left, just because in case something happens and you're stuck in the country, they want you to be able to have a passport that's still valid for the time it may take to get you back into the States. So yeah, they're so stoked about Peru, and my dad's coming over on Saturday, so I don't know, like I'm thinking, because I don't have a track meet on Saturday, like would you mind having a live chat? It would he's going to be here at 7, so 7 in the evening, so I know some of you guys, just due to time zones, you might already be in bed or something, but do you want to have a live chat with like my dad and my stepmom? And Pixie Dust said family vlog, do it, do it. So yeah, I guess you guys would be able to, you know, finally meet my dad. He's 78, but a lot of people think he looks like he's like 50. Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to meet my family, I'd be more than happy to share my fam with you guys. I try to tell my dad what like live chats and like Facebook Live and Instagram Live, like what all that is, and my dad's like, so you talk to yourself? I said, no, Dad, like, okay, you're talking to a camera. Okay, technically you're talking to a cell phone, but there are people that can see you and then they talk back. And my dad's like, so you can see them? Okay, well, no, but they do something called typing, and they type what they want to say. My dad's like, oh, well, that's nice. You go have fun with your friends. So actually last year he finally got his very first email address. He was so proud. My dad's like, I need you to email me everything. I have email. He says, so it's like when you send something, the postman doesn't have to come. It comes on a computer. I was like, whoa. Dad, you're like blowing my mind. Oh, and then last week he got a Costco membership. He's moving up in the world. I tell you, my dad's like really he's getting on the technology train. Cosmo said, do it. I'll be asleep. I'll love watching it back. Okay, awesome. So it looks like this will be a thing. I'm sure my dad, like but he's really gregarious. Like a lot of people love my dad just in general, like just meeting him. He's a jokester. He's got this big, huge laugh, which my stepmom says that when me, my dad, and my brother, and well, any of our family get together, that we all sound like a bunch of hyenas. She's like, you guys have this big, loud laugh, and you guys are so annoying. And my dad's like, what are you talking about? So yeah, we're known for our big, like, giant laughs. So that's probably all you're gonna hear during the live chat is just like my dad's like super loud laugh, and my stepmom. Oh, by the way, okay, my stepmom is a professor at our local state college. She's a linguistics professor, swears like a sailor, okay? She's got a really foul mouth. Like my stepmom, like she's pretty cool, but God, like every other word's fuck coming out of her. It's like, you know, that's like her favorite word in the world. And apparently she swears during her classes, and like that's just how she is. It's how she teaches. She's not shy about telling me back in the day when she used to like be in college and she was trying shrooms and she tripped out on acid one time. I'm like, why are you telling me this? Like, Ali said this is gonna be an interesting live for sure. Oh my God. Now I'm starting to think about it because I'm like, my family is a little nuts. Pixie Dust said, little does he know, you probably have like 6 emails. Yeah, that would like blow his mind. Cosmic Creeper said, me and her would get on fabulously. I swear with my clients' totes, bring it, they sound fab. Yeah, I mean, I love my stepmom, and I think she's like, her and my dad are like a perfect fit for each other. Like, I'm so glad they found each other. And actually, they had known each other for a long time, and they had met at the gym together. So she loves working out, and that's one of my dad's favorite things because he's always been a huge like bodybuilder, workout buff kind of guy, like always at the gym. And he works out at a kind of a hole in the wall gym that started back in the 60s. And his best friend Shannon, who's a guy, I was, Shannon is this giant like African American dude, and he's like, oh, but he's like a big teddy bear. He's really cool. If I'm ever over there, he'll let me work out, and it's definitely, it's an old bodybuilder's gym where the weights are all rusty. It smells like Bengay and Old Man, like the Bengay muscle relaxer. And it's like all their old bodybuilding pictures like line the walls. There's a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger in here when he went there back in the 70s. Hermit's Cave says all our families are nuts, that's why we love them. Yes. Missy says yes, families are nuts. And so yeah, so they like to work out there, and then they'll usually go for their walks. And yeah, my dad loves being able to help train somebody. Like, that's his ideal person, is just somebody who works out in the gym with him, somebody that he can talk to about nonsense, somebody that will go on trips. And actually, I was just thinking, that's me and my boyfriend. Okay, well, that's interesting. We have the same relationship. That just like popped into my brain. Okay. New Age Lunatics, it sounds like an awesome gym. Yes, it totally looks like the Rocky Gym. I'm like, everything's just rusty. It's old. There's people like throwing down like the bar, It's a total old man gym. I'd say the youngest guy in there is probably in his late 50s, and he'd be like the baby of the bunch. Pixie says, what does your dad think of tarot? My dad doesn't really have, he's just like kind of whatever about it now. Let me see, Tammy said, old job, front desk clerk at one of those gyms, and people were great. Yeah, those guys, they're all really sweet. They're all like really nice grandpas, really buff grandpas that all work out there. Yeah, my dad, okay, here's the evolution of my dad. My dad would tell stories about like things that he would see and do. Like, he used to do mirror scrying, but he wouldn't say it was mirror scrying. He would talk about all like the magical like stuff that my grandfather used to do, his dad, because translated, the family is a line of witch doctors in a translation, which is basically healers from the Philippines. And my dad would talk about it. He'd talk about like seeing spirit. My dad, like all the time. But then he would brush it off as, I can't explain it, but I don't know that stuff. He'd be really macho about it. And if anybody else claimed to see spirit or be able to do this or that, my dad would be like, he would kind of make jokes about it and not be so serious about it. But now that he's like gotten older, and while he's here, you can see his tail. But now that he's much older, and he's a lot more open about all that stuff. So it's like, if you're talking about it, he'll start sharing more stories. But oh yeah, and then I used to do this and this, and for him, it's like, all the walls have kind of come down, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, I can be open about this. And so I just kind of like opened up all about me, like, oh, well, this is what I do, and I have this business, and and I was like really nervous when I was like, oh, I have a tarot business, and my dad's like, okay. I was like, that's it? My dad's like, I mean, whatever, you're like good at everything, so you just, I don't know, just do whatever makes you happy, love. And I was like, okay. So sometimes I'll tell him like, oh, I said I had a really good reading, and and I'm helping all these people. My dad's like, okay, that's cool. All right. You know what I did at the gym the other day? So it's, I don't know, it's not a big deal to him, and I like that. I can be open about that. And my stepmom, and I didn't know, but she's like totally into all that stuff, and I'm like, really? So I'm glad I opened up. So now me and her or her and I are always talking about crystals, because I didn't even know she had a crystal collection. Like she goes and digs for them herself though, and so she's got some pretty rad like quartz points and smoky quartz. She's from Montana originally, and so you know, she worked on a farm. You know, she's a legit farm girl, which is why she said she's very rough around the edges and got a potty mouth because that's how she grew up. You know, and so yeah, you know, and I mean, I think all of my dad's side of the family knows, but they've all kind of sort of been open to all that stuff because they all see spirits. So it's like now they know that I'm super open, so they're more open about telling their stories and like what, you know, certain things mean to them, and that they used to know tarot readers growing up in their neighborhoods, and it was usually like there was this main Hispanic woman that you could go to if you needed like herbs or advice or things like that, and this like back in the 50s and the 60s, yeah, it's been really cool kind of, you know, opening up with family about that. And then my mom's side of the family, that's probably something I don't open up about at all, because they're very Christian, but to the point where that I don't know, and it's weird on that side too, because they know that their mother saw spirit, and that's okay, because they're like, oh, because she's our mom, and that my great grandmother used to read palms and used to like be like a almost like a fortune teller, or not fortune teller, but be able to predict the future and like help people out that way, and they're pretty open about that. And my great 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 grandma, who was from Ireland, um, she she would claim to see little people, like actual like leprechauns and like nature spirits, and everybody was really open about that. But the moment you say that you work with like tarot cards, or that you personally see spirit, it's like, whoa, whoa, that's the devil. It's like, okay, but it runs in the family. I'm not understanding. So I don't know. So I kind of keep that part of myself, like, you know, at bay with my mom's side. And I don't talk to my mom because she's not the nicest person in the world, but I do still talk to her brothers and sisters because they're pretty cool, and all my little cousins over there and everything. But yeah, so I don't know. It's so interesting, you know, these two sides of the family. Pixie says, I find that more and more tarot readers have been Christians at one point, or were christened. Well, I mean, I think we all come from different religious backgrounds, and, you know, and some people stay with the religion that they were, you know, born into. Some people branch out, and, but yeah, I think tarot readers come from kind of all over, you know. I didn't really have a religion growing up, not until I was like in middle school, and then that's when my mom decided we needed Catholic Church in our life. So yeah, I don't know, I have grown up with a bunch of religions. Oh, here comes Wally Wallito. Hey, Wally. Oh, 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 he got the poof. So yeah, I don't know. I think we'll see what happens next Saturday. So we'll do our live chat then. So anyway, like I said, I wanted to make this a quick video because we do have to run our errands. We have a lot of stuff to get done today, but there were a couple other decks that came in the mail. Boom, boom. Pixie says she needs to join in on more of my videos. Well, definitely, like, come on in. I got the Lunar Nomad Oracle, and I got the large edition because I think there is an edition that's like regular, like Lenormand size. So I read the book last night. You know, it comes in this, like, well, I'll do a review and everything, but yeah, it's got a really, really good book. I like the way that it's written by both the artist and the excuse me, the person who does the foreword and some of the actual editing and writing. But yeah, all the cards come in here. And I mean, not a fan of the box, but I am a fan of the cards, so that's kind of what matters. That's just the extra card. But yeah, I want to show you guys these. And I haven't shuffled it yet because I was getting to know the cards. But yeah, that's just your title card right there. Pegasus said, no, me, I am already going to be at all your videos, but I mean, your dude needs to join in your videos. Oh, well, he's off working out right now. He's got a battle club in his hands. I bought him a battle club one year for Christmas, and I'm pretty sure that the mailman hates us because I keep buying him these like workout things, and some of them are like uneven weights, and so I'm pretty sure the mailman's like, what the hell is in this package? And have to, yeah, that we're mailing ourselves cannonballs. And this poor person has to drag it to our front door. Hermit's Cave said, I looked at this at Watkins, wish I had bought it now. Pixie Dust said she's on the fence about it. Okay. I was really on the fence about it, and then for some reason I didn't oh, Oyas Girl is here. What up, Queen Osset? Hey. Well, I'm just talking about my brand new Lunar Nomad Oracle deck. It is a Lenormand deck, but there are 5 extra cards. Well, technically 7 because they give you an extra man and an extra woman. Oh, so she has this. She says she loves this too. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if I liked the child card, and so because I was put off by the child card, I was put off by the whole deck. And then at some point, those of you that were on here for a particular live chat where there was healing that was done, all of a sudden I didn't mind the child card in the deck. And now that I have it in my hands, and look how freaking big this is. I like big cards, by the way. I have an oversized Rider-Waite, and I really like it. I like how do you want to put it? I like ridiculously sized decks. So either ridiculously large or ridiculously small. I think that it just makes them a lot more fun, and I love the readings that I get from them, just the fact of their size, you know, just because of their size. So anyway, and they're still in order. So this is one of the extra cards, as well as this one. So it is a Lenormand deck, but with added cards, so that you can read with the added cards. You don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, you know, it's your deck. You guys read however you want to. I am going to incorporate the extra cards just because I think the more cards the merrier, which is why when I create my Oracle deck, well, that I am creating actually, I want it to be 64 cards. I really, really want a large deck. Sapphire Hat, hey! She says she likes the big decks too. Great to put on display. Faux show, especially if you want to just do like a card of the day. It's like a nice little work of art. You could frame it and everything, kind of like, what was that? I think the Art of Life Tarot has something like that. So this is one of the extra cards. You have Bats. And you have Aura. Okay, and then this is the end of going into your actual Lenormand cards. So there are a couple of choices for your man and for your woman, and I like when Lenormand decks do that. And I realized, you know, when people are giving me tips on like different videos that you guys want to see, and people are like, oh, we want to see more, see like me doing more Lenormand reading, and I realized I don't think I really do Lenormand reading on my channel, yet it's something I do. So I'll make a point of doing that for sure. Maybe even this coming week, because I have a bunch of videos to make today for this coming week. I have to make our May 2018 monthly reading video. I have to do my April faves. There's a tea video, like a special tea video that I want to make that was one of my homegirls had helped me come up with, and so, you know, I'll get to that. And then there's, yeah, maybe I'll make a Lenormand video for you guys. Let's see, where's my man and where's my woman? Where'd he be? Oh, and then for the Sith, or Scythe, the Sith, no, that's Star Wars. The Scythe, they have the shears, which I thought was cool. Missy is back. What up? Let's see. flowers, you know, as bouquet. There's, I think, one piece of nudity in here, and that's the whip, you know, so people are put off by that. I guess they wouldn't like it, but I don't know. I don't see it in, it's done in a tasteful way. New Age Lunatic says you can catch some extra videos on the KW Tribe over at Patreon. Thank you so much, New Age Lunatic, for reminding me. I do have lots of other videos over there. Okay, you know when you're looking for a card and it's never there when you need it. Okay, I speak too soon. Here are my men and here are my women's. Okay, so you have your choice of man. And I think both of them are pretty freaking awesome. Actually, this one reminds me of the guy, he's one of my best friends. And I ran track with him back at Long Beach State. So this is kind of like my best friend card to me. It's like my friend Jason. Let's see. Pixie Dust said, actually want your deck when you bring it out. Well, I guarantee, well, in June is when I'm like seriously like going to start really putting all the images together, because I'm just putting images in a special folder on my computer, like images that I want to use, and then we're really going to start cracking into it in June, because that's beginning of June is like the last date for people to submit their pictures to me. Oh, so while I'm on here, if you guys have photographs of your sacred space, of any place that's special to you, please email them to me and I'll be happy to use them in my deck. You don't have to be a pro photographer. That's something I want to stress. And you can remain anonymous, so that when I create my guidebook, I'll make sure that whoever the person is that submitted that picture will remain anonymous. You could still tell me why it's special to you, but you know, I can keep your name out of it, those of you that are worried about having your names out there. So New Age Lunatic said, oh yes, sign up for the newsletter. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, so I just, you know, I have all these pictures off to the side. Oh, and one of my good friends, the one that's, you know, Miss Big Opera Singer, she used to be my singing teacher. Now she's Big Opera Star, and she just signed her contract for the 2018-2019 opera season with the Met. So yes, she signed, her dreams are coming true. She signed with the freaking Met. The Metropolitan Opera. And yeah, so she's got a whole contract for next year with them. She's been up in LA for about 6 months now, because she's been doing her opera up there. She's gonna be doing Rigoletto, and so I'm gonna see her on her closing night performance of that. So I'm gonna go see her at Rigoletto so I can go backstage and see my girlfriend. And, and she's performing with all these like the biggest names in opera, and so I am so proud of her. And so I told her that I'm doing this oracle deck, and she was so stoked, because I gift her like a lot of my tarot decks. And she was like, oh, you know, she says, I'd be like happy to give you a picture, but she says, I don't know what I could take a picture of. And I said, well, isn't your sacred space the stage? Like I said, why don't you just take a picture of the stage? And she was like, oh my God, yes, because she's most at home when she's performing in her operas. So yeah, she's gonna take a picture, just, you know, regular picture with her cell phone camera, take a picture of the stage. She wants to take a picture of the stage at the Met. And then that will be in my deck. You know, you'll know that that comes from my good friend, because there's gonna be an opera stage on there. Missy said that's awesome. New Age Lunatic, holy shit, that's awesome. Is this the same person as your opera that you're doing? I think you mentioned something a while back. Yes, I'm gonna be singing with her when we do, why can't I remember? You know what? It just like left my brain. That is so sad. When we do Bodhi Tree is one of the opera houses here in San Diego. Her and I will be, you know, doing that, but that's like way later this year. So it's many, many, many months from now, which is probably why I've forgotten the name of it. But, and I shouldn't forget the name of it. Wow, that's really sad. But yeah, her and I are going to be singing together that. And I love getting to sing with my teacher, my friend. Debbie said, can we see some of the pictures you received for your oracle deck, so we can get an idea like what kind to send, like an example? Yeah, I could definitely do that. Wait till it takes Wally on stage. That was my idea, was to put Wally on stage for that one. Please video it. I want to see you sing. You know, I actually have, not all, but like some of like, not, I don't think I have any of my opera stuff, but I have some of my recital stuff on YouTube, but it's under my name. Like it's a separate YouTube channel. So if, I guess if you guys actually wanted to hear me sing, I have a YouTube channel. It wasn't set up by me, it was set up by my boyfriend. And so, some of the videos like sideways because he had his camera upright when he was filming. But I mean, some of my singing stuff's on there, not everything, but like some of my really early stuff when I was like just learning, you know, about opera and all that stuff. So yeah, it's here. It's just on a separate YouTube channel. So if you guys want to go check it out, you know, it's under my name, my first and last name. Pixie said I was gonna say your second name, but I don't know if you appreciate it. Well, you guys know my first name, Tara. So just okay, you guys put put Tara and then O mio babino caro. That, because that's my favorite song to sing, and I know that song is there, and that's the song. The recording that's on there is also sideways because my roommate in Italy filmed it sideways, but it was during a master class that I was taking there while I was doing the opera in Italy. So yeah, just put Tara sings O mio babino caro, and then my other YouTube channel should show up, and it should have like a bunch of my singing stuff. If you guys are interested, you know, you don't have to go watch me sing, but if you're interested, that other YouTube channel does exist. And so Debbie, what I was thinking, like maybe for, well, next live chat is going to be with my crazy family, but the live chat after, yeah, or maybe not even make it a live chat, just make it a video. Maybe I'll just make it a video so that I can like record my computer and you guys can kind of see the pictures that I'm wanting to use, and then maybe that would help you guys get a better idea. But it's literally like if your special spot is like in the garden, or it's a place in your home, or you know, sometimes for me it's a weight room, but I don't know how I'd get a picture of a weight room because I like to go to the gym. But we have a weight room here, so I could like, you know, make it so it looks like pretty cool, not messy. You know, redo our little like mini sort of weight room over here and just like take a picture of it. And just make sure it's, I mean, obviously the whole picture wouldn't fit on an Oracle card. I'd be taking whatever's mostly in the center and not really what's out on the outer edges, because it would be like in a card like this. And so, you know, just whatever you think the subject, mostly the subject being, you know, your point of view of what's most sacred to you, would be kind of in the center of your photograph, so to speak. And then that way it's here, and then I'd cut out all the rest of it. And then I want to do a little bit of Photoshop. You know, obviously I want to place Wally somewhere in the picture. Floppy Horse would be somewhere in the picture. I was thinking of maybe doing an overlay of something, like a really light overlay of something, and I kind of sort of have it in mind of what I want to do. But I also was thinking, and I'm not sure if it's going to be feasible because I still have to figure out like a printer to work with, is, you know, instead of having it borderless, it would kind of be borderless, but just like a very light frame on the inside, but have it like a silver, like a gilded silver frame, like a very, very just light line, not even frame. It would just be like a little like lined frame. So inset from the end. So not at the end, but just like brought in just a little bit. So it'd be just kind of like that. I think that would look kind of cool. I want to have like matte silver edges. I want to have that 400 grain, like really like almost like suede feel that like the Star Child tarot has, and that's what I want for my deck. So that's, and the sizing would be, you know, your, I guess this would be a little big, but your regular just oracle size, kind of like anything from Alana Fairchild or something like that. Ali says, Tara sings Puccini's O mio babino caro. Search for this. Okay, so you found it. Yeah, so yeah, that's, you know, and so yeah, when we get Yeah, I'll definitely make you guys a video so you can see kind of the images that I have set aside on my computer. Those of you that are looking to donate your pictures, and please, 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 because, you know, I haven't been everywhere in the world, and you guys are, you know, outside of San Diego. A lot of you guys are outside of San Diego. Some of you are outside the United States, and I would absolutely love to see your sacred places. And I think that's what would make the deck really special, is because these are all spots that are special to all these different people around the world, around the United States, around everywhere. And, you know, even if somebody else lived in San Diego with me, their sacred place would not be the same as my sacred place. Or even if it was, it'd be a different perspective and a different feeling. And I want to have that in a deck, you know, so that when people are looking through it, they can feel the energy that, you know, connects other people to this space. And I want people to feel that energy and receive that healing energy that that space has for you, can definitely help somebody else. Like, that's the whole, my whole thing behind the deck, is I want it to be a healing deck. So yes, it's going to be a little cheeky where it has, you know, Wally in it, of course, and it has my floppy horse. But for my floppy horse, I know it's a stuffed animal, but it has a lot of meaning to me, and I think that it's more than just a stuffed animal. You know, it represents, you know, helping me go through some really tough times. You know, it always being there, and it was connected to my old cat, and I'm definitely going to have a picture of my old cat somewhere in there as well. So Presley's going to be in there. Sherry Bug's here. What's up? Just talking about my Oracle deck. And then you know, Wally, he's just such a ray of like light. You know, he's so fun, he's so silly, he's so cuddly, he's so crazy, that I want to bring I think he represents the child in the deck, you know, the silly, like outgoing ray of sunshine child. Like, he would be the child of the deck. um Let's see. Ali said, I found you weeks ago and subscribed. I love opera. I feel like a stalker. No problem. Missy said, found your video. Gonna watch it after. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, you guys go ahead. I mean, I think the only other people who have found that channel are like my students, because my students know my first and last name. So they're like, you know, we found you on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I said, did you find something incriminating like opera? They're like, yeah, we watched you sing. I'm like, oh. One other time they found me on YouTube, when I was really involved in doing Kung Fu with White Dragon Martial Arts. They used to have their commercials, and they started doing some commercials on YouTube, and they had asked me to be filmed in one of their commercials. So I had to do like these certain things and like give my testimony for White Dragon Martial Arts. And so there was a time back in 2009 where the students saw me and they saw my commercials, and they were like, oh my God, you're famous, we saw you on TV. So they were like, oh my gosh, you could really beat people up. And I'm like, don't mess with teacher. So yeah, I guess I'm on a couple of places on the interwebs. Debbie said, yes, make it a video, because the other Saturday I might be at work for the live chat. Yeah, no problem. And like we said, for the live chat, that one's going to be probably around 7 o'clock when my dad gets here for his birthday dinner. My boyfriend will be cooking. I mean, he's always cooking. And I always give my dad the option, do you want a home cooked meal or do you want to go out somewhere? And he's like, if Brian's cooking, I'm coming. Because, you know, my boyfriend's a really good cook. So yeah, my boyfriend will be cooking. I'm sure my dad and my stepmom will be at the table. And yeah, bring you guys into that live chat. But yeah, I will make that video then, with just my computer screen being like, hey, these are the pictures that I have set aside for now. Not sure if I'm actually going to use them in the deck, but just like kind of the style I'm looking for, I guess. Well, not really even a style, but just like the kinds of framed images I'm looking for this deck. Green Owl, hey, what up, what up? We were just talking about my Oracle deck, and next Saturday we're going to be doing a family live chat, so y'all are going to get to meet my dad and my stepmom, and they are crazy, but that's okay. Sherry Bug said, wow, boyfriend is trained well. Hey, he's always loved cooking, so hey, I don't mind eating everything that he cooks. So I am the receiver of, I was like, I will eat whatever you make, you know, I will. And then my job like twice a year for our anniversary and for his birthday is to make Filipino food, because that's all I know how to make. I know how to bake, but as far as cooking, I can only make Filipino food. I guess I could try to make something else, but mostly just I I can only make Filipino food. I don't know why. Probably because I'm Filipino. But anyway, so yeah, I'm all excited. Lots of good stuff to come. So, you know, but actually getting some saved images, you know, like cards laid out, that will be in June. And then you guys will start to actually see like progress of like, okay, this is card number 1. This is card number 2. This is card number 3. And, you know, that way you guys can actually see the deck coming together. And I think that's going to be awesome instead of just seeing the photographs, like how the photographs are going to come together in the cards. So I can't wait until June. Oh, it's going to be so fun. And then oh, shoot. I mean, okay. Before I get too sidetracked, what was it? Where did it go? Well, I had something else here. Okay. You guys were looking for dates for the meetup. And so I have those dates. Sherry Bug said, oh, do a video teaching how to cook something good and Filipino. Well, I understand. You meant Filipino. Sure, if you guys want, but I won't be cooking Filipino food till, what's the next thing coming up? Our anniversary. So you guys will have to wait till November. Then you'll get to see me making some Filipino food again. So yeah, if you guys want to see me make some Filipino food, I'd be more than happy to show you guys a video. His favorite is sotohon bola bola, which I guess is like Filipino spaghetti and meatballs. And lumpia, and I make really big lumpias. It's kind of like a spring roll, I guess, but they're really big lumpias. I season my own pork, and so yeah. And then sometimes I'll make maruyas, which is you make this like batter and you put your bananas in it and you deep fry them, and they're really good. And then you put little powdered sugar on the top, and it almost tastes like a banana custard when you bite into them because of how they were fried. So I usually make those for dessert. Cherry Bug said, yummy, green owl, pancit, I'm begging ya. Pancit is really good too. I think he likes the sotohon bola bola more just because it has more spice to it. So yeah, in November then, when I actually get around to making it again, I'd be more than happy to make you guys a video. Okay, so the meetup this summer, I have some dates for you guys. Oh, those banana things, that's everybody's favorite, so I will. Well, and I don't necessarily, I sometimes make sweets when it's not our anniversary and not birthday. So maybe I'll probably make those for my own birthday. June 10th is my birthday, you guys. So I'm going to be the big 3-7. I'll probably be making Maria for my own birthday because, oh, it's so good. Okay, so people were saying July or like late July, early August. So I have some dates that work for me so that we can meet up. So for this meetup, like I'm saying, you don't have to come all the way out to San Diego just for me, but like if you guys wanted to plan a trip wherever you guys are, maybe you're in San Diego, maybe you're in Northern California, maybe you're across the United States and you want to do like a family vacation or something. Maybe as you're passing through San Diego, which there's a lot to see here in San Diego, make it a part of your vacation. You know, I could be like a stop along your way. So I'm not saying you have to like just come see me, but I could be a stop along your way. But I would like to, you know, some people said they wouldn't mind like getting some cheap hotels in the area, you know, and then we could all meet up at a certain spot in San Diego. And then we could all carpool, you know, over to, one of my favorite hiking spots. I'd want to do a meditation. We can sling some cards. We could just like hang out and have fun. I definitely want to do a healing circle as well. So like we can learn to tap into our own healing energy, how I tap into my healing energy to heal others. And then, you know, and then the more the merrier, because more people you have, I think, energetically trying to heal each other, I think that would be really great. But yeah, I just want to do some like, you know, magical stuff with you guys. And then, you know, maybe not spend too much time. I was thinking maybe like a weekend, you know, so that, you know, you guys come down here and like, you know, we could check out a few different sites, you know, some sites that are sacred to me. Yeah, and then most of all, just like hang out and have fun, you know. You know, well, never got to hang out with you guys before, and I think that would be a lot of fun. It's an in-person, actual literal live chat. A live in-person chat. I think that would be great. Okay, so here's the dates, you guys. Okay. I go back to work August 14th. We have our faculty work days, the 9th, the 10th, and the 13th. So it's a Thursday, Friday, and the following Monday. And then the Tuesday school starts. So I can't obviously on those days. So I'm looking at a weekend. So a Saturday or a Sunday. Okay, so here's the dates in July. The 21st and 22nd. So again, these are Saturdays and Sundays. The 28th and 29th. And then in August, the 4th and the 5th, and the 11th and the 12th. So those are dates of 4 different weekends. So once this live chat's over, you know, let me know in the comments. You can even let me know now if any of those dates would work for you, but check your calendars. You know, if it's feasible, I'd love to meet up with you guys. And yeah, I mean, you know, and we'll see how it goes. And if it becomes like, you know, a thing, then maybe next year we'll actually do like a real like retreat, you know, somewhere, because I already know where I want to have a retreat. I would just need a lot more people. And so so for, you know, we'll just make it kind of casual this year. Just meet up and have fun. And, you know, don't forget to bring your cards. Don't forget to bring your crystals, you know, get them charged up wherever we're at, you know, and that's always hard when you go traveling, is figuring out like, okay, what decks do I want to bring? Can I just bring one deck? How many crystals can I bring? Like, you know, so yeah, just bring your most special, or maybe not your most special in case it gets like damaged or lost on your travels. So, but yeah, I'm so excited about this, you guys. Yay! So yeah, those are the dates right there, folks. And you're probably wondering why I have an Arkansas Razorbacks post-it notes, and that's because my mother's side of the family, they live in Arkansas. Sherrybug said must buy crystals in San Diego. Oh my gosh, I could take you to my favorite crystal shop, South American Imports. And it's really reasonable price wise. So like if you guys want to bring a little spending cash, like I say we go to Iron Mountain, because I definitely want to take you guys to Iron Mountain. And maybe I'll take you guys into Old Town, which is supposed to be one of the most active places spiritually in San Diego, is Old Town, because that's the epicenter of where that's where San Diego started, was Old Town. And we have the Presidio right next to it, which is the old battlefield. Quasi Magic, hey! We were just talking about our meetup, and so we have our dates that, you know, you guys can look at your calendars and see when you come down to San Diego, and we can all hang out, and I think it's gonna be groovy cakes. So yeah, definitely gonna take you guys into the crystal shop, you know. It's like, follow me this way. I'll just have my guided tour. Follow me. Okay, this is the wonderful world of crystals in this shop. Yes, I would love to be your tour guide, your magical tour guide. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's gonna be so cool. Oh, I'm so excited. Sherrybugs, pretties. Oh my gosh, you guys would flip your lids in that shop, and it's not expensive either. Quasi Magic said, OMG, okay, I'll look at that. I'll be going to England within 2 weeks. Ooh. So yeah, late July, early August, if you guys want to make a road trip out somewhere and you want to make San Diego one of your stops, let's hang out, y'all. I'm excited about this. Wally, are you excited? Wally? Wally's gonna go look for trouble right now. Okay. Well, let me show you guys one more deck that I got, and then let's go ahead and pull some cards for you guys, and we'll call it a Sunday, and you guys can get on with your Sunday, whatever chores or errands you guys have to run, or maybe you guys are just being lazy this Sunday, and that is all good, because I slept in as long as I could. Actually passed out on the couch last night. We went to we hung out with a couple of our good friends. Their daughter was having a volleyball tournament. I can't believe she's like 14 already. So we watched her tournament, then we went out to go eat. We had some nice Italian food. And then when we got home, we were just like so exhausted, like hanging out with a bunch of teenage girls. We were like, yeah, I passed out on the couch. I was gonna have dessert, but I passed out on the couch. Sherrybug says, it's finally sunny here in Ohio. Sat in the porch this AM and had tea. Ooh, that sounds nice. How is the weather in Ohio right now? Because I've only been to Ohio once. And that was in, wait, I was there for a little while. So I was there end of June to July. Yeah, June, July. Of what year was this? 1996. Yeah, 1996. I was in Defiance, Ohio. It was for my grandmother's funeral, but it was kind of like a family reunion. And I'd never been to Ohio, and that was the first time I'd seen two houses on one property, and the first time I saw fireflies. I thought somebody had a flashlight in the bushes, and I ran screaming. I thought there was a creeper on the property, and then they all laughed at me. They're like, "Oh, that was fireflies." um, Green Owl said, I had 2 inches of snow overnight. Okay, so some people got sun, some people got snow. Sherry Bug, it's not normally this chilly. We had a long winter, 70s tomorrow. I love fireflies. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, in the springtime, everybody's weather's like, is it snowing? Is it burning? Is it? See, Missy's got rain. Other people got snow. Some people have sun. It looks like our gloomy clouds burned off, and it's going to be a really nice day. It is, let's look at the, how warm is it outside right now? Well, it's almost 70 degrees right now. Yeah, so it's warming up. But yeah, let me show you my otra deck, my other deck. I got the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Debbie said the 21st and the 22nd work for her. Okay, let me jot that down. I'll just put a little dot that works for somebody. Okay, so 21st and 22nd. So that is a maybe for some people. Missy said, wait, it's actually sunny now, but an hour ago it was raining. So I'm just saying the weather is a little crackheady right now. Okay, so this is a deck that, like I said, I just got, so I haven't shuffled it at all yet. Excuse me. Sherry Bug, I will check, but I think any of the dates work for her. Okay, good. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Like, you don't know how excited I am, you guys, to like, just like get to like meet you guys and like do some healings, do some tarot. Like I'm so, there's so much to be stoked for right now. There's that, there's the Oracle deck that I'm like biting at the, just, like I can't wait to start the Oracle deck because in my brain, I've been dreaming of the Oracle deck. I'm having dreams about my Oracle deck. I'm having dreams about even what the box will look like. It's all in my dreams right now, and I keep writing it all down so I don't forget. And yeah, I'm really excited for this Oracle deck. And I'm like, who cares if I don't sell any decks? Like, I will have a deck that I just love, and it's gonna work great. And you know, and anybody that I use this deck with, like, they're gonna get some like good vibes out of it. Misty says Mother Nature is bipolar. Yes, I think she is. Sherry Bug was asking Green Owl where she is. Quasi Magic, I'll do some meetings online. Oh, well, you do some meetings online. Well, a lot of there are, you know, our live chats and stuff like that. Those are our online, I guess, meetups. I want to do like the in-person meetup. So that's the dates that I was kind of choosing because I think that's going to be so awesome. Let me see. OMG sounds amazing. So I don't know. Quasi Magic is asking for meetups online. Well, usually for right now, the type of meetups that I have, like just like specific meetups are usually through my Patreon account. Like we have like meetup videos and things like that, and that's when where I bounce my ideas off of, like for the Oracle deck and the meetups, is I like to get their input and like, do you think this would be good? And then I kind of take that and then bring it to you guys and be like, okay, this is kind of what we've come up with. You know, here are the dates. So yeah, if you guys can make it. Oh my gosh. I think it's going to be pretty freaking awesome. So here are the backs of the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Quasi Magic said, oh, okay, that's good. Yes. And here are some of the cards. And this was also a deck where I was like, I don't know if I want to get it. But the card stock is good. It feels really good. The images are awesome. The images remind me of is it the how do I can't remember anything. I need to look at my deck. Chicole. Nicoletta Chicole. I think that's what the deck I'm trying to think of. Yes, I think it kind of looks like that deck. I have the Oracle deck, and it's kind of like that, but just obviously, I mean that kind of like magical, ethereal, kind of quirky, different dimension, you know, kind of images. Whereas these ones, some of them are from actual like ads and things like that. So yeah, Wisdom of the Oracle. Yes, and kind of like that too. Yes, yes. But I like it. And if you're wondering what that sound is, that is the Hellcat, because the garage is directly below me. So if the phone is vibrating, that's because my boyfriend just turned the Hellcat on. New Age Lunatic says the deck is definitely growing on her. Yes, and it had to grow on me for a while because I was like, I don't know if I want that. But then I saw Dead Cheeky likes to use this deck quite a bit, and so as she was like using the cards and telling, you know, talking about her interpretations of it, I was like, and it wasn't that, you know, expensive on Amazon. So I was like, you know, I'll go ahead and get it. If I don't like it, you know, you can return things on Amazon, or I could gift it to my best friend, because I mean, God, I mean, I'm giving, I don't think she's bought a single like oracle or tarot deck for herself. I'm the one that's been supplying all of them for her. but but yeah, so these are pretty freaking awesome. All right, so that's kind of what I wanted to fill you guys in about, is the Oracle deck and the meetup, which I can't wait to do. So so far it looks like maybe the 21st, 22nd of July, you know, as people watch this live chat back, you know, hopefully down in the comments they'll put dates that work for them. Sherrybug said I had pre-ordered it, then canceled, then saw some videos on it and ordered it again. You know, sometimes that happens where like you're wanting something and then you're like, I don't know. And then, I don't know, you start seeing people working with it and you start seeing more images and you're like, yeah, maybe. Well, and then sometimes it's like what, you know, Pixie Dust that, you know, gifted me the Tarot of the Xerkes Magi, or Magi, and it's like, you know, I wasn't quite sure, but now that I have it in my hands, I'm like, yeah, we homies, we homies. So actually, let's use this deck and let's pull you guys a few cards before we sign off today. And then we gotta go run these our errands, and it looks like it's already...
It's 12 o'clock. Good morning, pal.
It's 12 o'clock. Thank you, Mickey. Yeah, and then I'll do a little healing like I always do at the end, so you guys can stick around if you want to, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So if you want me to do a one-card general reading, just let me know now. And New Age Lunatic, if you're still on, do you mind capturing their names? New Age Lunatic says, oh, that's awesome with Mickey. Cosmic Creeper said the watch rocks. Missy's in Channel. It's 3 o'clock here. Oh, okay, so you're a little further that way. Oh, wait, so you'd be more East Coast then? Yeah, because 3 hours ahead would be East Coast. Quasi Magic said 3 p.m. here too. Okay, so New Age Lunatic is capturing all your names right now. Green Owl said ciao, so you have a great day. Buonasera, or no, yeah, well, no, Buonasera is like, yeah, we're kind of in the afternoon. Buonasera. Missy said yes, Rhode Island. Oh, you're way out there, girl. Okay. New Age Lunatic, who is our first person? And like I said, just a general one card. And then we'll do a little healing at the end. So, all right, Sherrybug is first. All right, Sherrybug. Let me see. Grab my little stone for this one. Just seeing if I have any images coming to mind for Sherrybug. Okay, Sherrybug, this is going to be interesting. So I heard and saw two things going on again before I pull a card for you. Do you remember that Disney movie? I think it's Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. I think that was the name of the one. You know, where the girl, it's like set way back when, and the girl does like diving into a pool of water on a horse, you know, and then there's something that happens where like she falls weird in the pool and she ends up going blind, and you know, and then later on she ends up like jumping horses into this pool of water while blind. It was a Disney movie and it's pretty old. Uh, okay, so that was what I was seeing. The girl diving off into the water with her horse, but I'm hearing Sarah McLachlan's "In the Arms of an Angel." So yeah, interesting. Okay, so yeah, that music is playing and that movie is playing in my brain for you. So that's for Sherry Bug. Okay, so let's pull you a card. Okay, looks like we got you a card. Okay. You have the Governor of Batons, which is the King of Wands. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of good stuff for you, Sherry Bug. So I'm trying to put together the three pieces, you know, the Sarah McLachlan song, the horse jumper girl into the pool of water, and then you having the King of Wands, which is like passion and creativity. And, you know, I guess I'm seeing that movement forward with the girl jumping, you know, off with a horse, because that would be a really scary thing to do. You know, not only are you on this massive animal, but then in the movie, she's jumping from a height. So you're jumping off of something with this massive animal, hoping that, number one, you're not going to get crushed and killed by the horse, or that you're going to miss the pool of water. So it's definitely almost like the fool taking a leap of faith, but you know where you're going into, and you're kind of also like hoping everything turns out okay. And that's kind of also how I see the Governor of Batons is like moving forward, but kind of knowing where you're going. But it may be very scary, or very unsure of what you're doing is if you're gonna land okay, basically, if you're gonna land on your feet. But then with the Sarah McLachlan song playing, kind of lets me know that you know, in the arms of the angel, that you're being guided at this time, and it's definitely okay to take that leap, or whatever it is that you're deciding to do, because they've guided you in that direction, and they're gonna make sure that you do land on your feet. So even though it's like, you may be like, I don't know if it's like 100%, am I gonna do okay, is everything gonna work out okay? You know, that things are going to be just fine. You just literally need to make that leap, because you are the King of Wands right now. You have something awesome is brewing with you, and I'm not sure what that is, but you have something really good to move forward with, and just know that you're going to be assisted in your moving forward, as scary as it may be. So Sherry Bug, let me know if that makes sense to you. So yes, you got Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken, and you got Sarah McLachlan, and you got the King of Wands. She said, unbelievable, that's so amazing, thank you so much, brought tears to my eyes. So you are very welcome, and I'm glad that resonates. And but yeah, I was getting that really strongly, and thank you. Now I have Sarah McLachlan stuck in my head. That's okay, I guess, you know, I like her music. It's a nice song. Okay, who is next? I really do have that song stuck in my head. Okay, Cosmic Creeper. Okay. Cosmic Creeper, let's see. We got any images for you? Okay, so Cosmic Creeper, something very interesting for you. I saw like a chicken egg, and the chicken egg hatched. There was a little baby chick that had come out, and then there was, I know you don't have a black cat, but there was a black cat next to the baby chick, and at first I was like, oh my gosh, what's the cat gonna do with the baby chick? But the cat was kind of helping the baby chick out of the shell, like assisting, and it seemed like the cat wasn't gonna hurt the baby chick in any way, like it was going to protect it, kind of like a mother. So very interesting imagery for you. So this cat helping this poor little baby chick out of the shell. Let's see what we have for you. Okay, so we have the Eight of Buckets. And that would be the Eight of Cups. And it says all out and over. Um, okay. So to me, this is actually a more happy picture, because I see this in my eyes, this elephant not having to, you know, be used as a like a prop anymore or for anybody's entertainment. I see this elephant as being able to finally move on and be free. And then how I'm connecting that with the baby chick is like a breakthrough of some sort. And so we know that buckets is cups, so that's like emotions. I mean, not all the time, but in this one I see it as emotions. And so some sort of like breakthrough of emotions, but you know, it being a little difficult for you to kind of see things in a new way, and being able to be okay with the emotions that you're experiencing. And it looks like that there's someone or something, you know, it could even be your own awesome little kitty girl over there, to kind of like guide you out of your shell and saying it's okay to feel the feelings that you're feeling. Feel the feelings that you're feeling. It's okay to feel these things, and it's okay to, you know, leave certain things behind, knowing, you know, where we feel so attached to certain things. We're like, but I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I'm ready to leave that behind, but it seems like you're being guided. It's like, it's okay. It's okay. You don't need to take that with you anymore. You're being guided away from that. It's probably going to be a little painful for you, but you're moving on to someplace better emotionally. So a more emotionally stable place. Okay, so Sherry Bug said, your images are quite complex today. Maybe you're getting more powerful third eye wise. Maybe. There's some very interesting images that you guys got going on for me right now. Who knows? Maybe it's my Super 7 stone here. But yeah, Cosmic Creeper, that's kind of what I'm getting for you. And she said she sat with me all day today. Here as we speak, very poignant reading. Thank you. Yes, uncomfortable, but movement for sure. So yes, so I'm not saying it's gonna be the most fun thing to do, but yeah, it's you are being helped to move on from that, and in the end, it's gonna feel a lot better. Just right now, probably doesn't feel good what you're moving away from, but it's the best thing for you. Okay, Missy. Let's see. Whoops. Okay, now I'm just dropping cards all over the place. Okay, see, Missy, see if we have any images or music playing for you. Okay. Oh my gosh, Missy, I can't remember who sings this song. At first I thought it was MC Hammer's You Can't Touch This, but it's the Super Freak. Yes, that's the name of the song. You know how it starts off, it kind of sounds like MC Hammer's You Can't Touch This, but but it went into the Super Freak song, and oh my god, I love to dance to that song. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like kind of jamming right now. So okay, so Missy, you have Super Freak playing, and that to me that's like a really like happy dance song. So you got me dancing in my brain. Okay. Let's see. So let's see, Missy, what kind of card do we have for you? Well, we got Super Freak, she's super freaky. I'm just gonna be dancing. She said, yes, I am happy. Okay, well, you have a really happy song playing. Like at first I saw like MC Hammer, you know, when he's got his hammer pants, he's like do 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 do, and I was like, oh no wait, it's Super Freak. Okay. Okay, the card we have picked out here, I don't really agree with the keyword, but I think it's a very appropriate card. So we have the Five of Buckets, and so with the last card we had the Eight of Buckets, which is like a moving away from something, and I don't think I see this as regret, which is what I'm saying, like I'm not really with that keyword. Um, but I'm seeing, you know, as I'm, okay, I'm trying to put the two together. Um, so I'm feeling like there's still some leftover, you know, kind of like what ifs, because I know that you went through a job transition, like we know this, but there might be some what ifs from like looking back. Well, like what if I was still there? Like why? Still maybe some whys and some unanswered things, like thinking, well, what if I had done this differently? What if, you know, maybe even going back further, like before that job, even into um, you know, jobs previous, like before that, like, well, what if I had done this, or what if I had gone down this path? But yeah, I'm seeing you as being really happy is where you are now. So I think that it's okay to be feeling that sometimes, even though you could be really happy doing what you're doing now and in a really good place. It's just know that it's okay to sometimes reflect back on like where been, because that's what we're supposed to do as human beings. You know, it's always good to reflect. You know, where have we come from that has led us to where we are now? So you might be in that reflective, kind of looking back, what if I had gone down this path? What if I didn't do this? What if, you know, so and so, you know, had done this instead? Or, you know, what if I had stayed here? How would my life be different? And that's okay. So just know that if you're sitting there as happy as you may be right now, listening to Super Freak, like that it's totally normal, and it's totally okay for you to be reflecting and looking back at what could have been. That's called being a human being. So if Missy, you're ever feeling like, you know, why am I doing that when I'm, you know, I'm happy right here? Like, am I trying to self-sabotage? You absolutely are not. That's just called being a being. And we look back. That's what we do. So Missy, you are very welcome. And I'm glad that resonates with you as well. Um, okay. Um, okay. So New Age Lunatic said quasi magic is next. All right. Okay. Quasi magic. Let's see if we have any images coming through for you. I'm starting to heat up, you guys. Like, every time I pull cards, I get really hot. Okay, so quasi magic, before I even pull a card, I saw well, I guess it could be like a black stallion. But this horse, I don't think was angry, but it was really like full of determination, like nostrils flaring, like just like, you know, ready to go. And like the music I'm hearing was like the training music in Rocky 4, when like you see like it's like the side by side training sequences of like the Russian training and then Rocky's training, and it's like that whole, you know, that training music. So I have this like, you know, training, like preparing for something, and you know, and then I see this like horse, like nostrils flaring, like just like ready to go, like getting prepared for something, and really prepared. So like not backing down, just like full force, like just prepping for something pretty big. So let's pull a card for you. Oh, oh, oh. Could this be your card? Oh, very interesting. New Age Lunatics are the best training montage ever. Yes. So yes, quasi magic. You have the Rocky training montage going on with like a pretty badass black stallion horse. Okay, interesting. Rick James, yeah. Yes. So Debbie said Rick James. I love Rick James. Anyway, for previous song. I got the exact same card for you that I got for Missy, and that is the 5 of buckets. But I'm seeing this totally different. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wasi Magic. So I keep saying Quasi. I am so sorry that I have mispronounced your name. Wasi Magic. Okay. Um, but I'm seeing your card completely different. Um, I'm seeing this more as something has happened, perhaps where you may have gotten pretty low emotionally. So I'm not saying this as a bad thing. I'm saying this as like, you know, something could have happened where it's like it's the last straw, you know. Yeah, the last straw where it's like, you know, like again, like this is happening again. But now instead of a place of like feeling like why does this keep happening to me, or why is, you know, like feeling under attack, this is more of you now making a plan to make sure this doesn't happen again. Like, so becoming proactive instead of reactive to a situation. So whatever situation had gotten you pretty low, or feeling pretty bad, instead of sitting with it and just being like why again, like, you know, like it's like a kick to the chest, like it's more like that Rocky training montage of like, okay, this is not happening again, you know, I'm gonna make sure this doesn't happen again. And if you want to talk about you know, that movie, like nobody puts baby in the corner is what I'm hearing right now for you. Yeah, that you are becoming very proactive about whatever situation it is. So yes, thank you so very much. It speaks to my heart. Well, that's good. So yeah, so now you are that black stallion that I'm seeing in my mind. There's nostrils flaring like, okay, nobody puts baby in a corner. I ain't putting up with this anymore. Like you know, we're moving out of this. We're not doing, we ain't playing this game. Homie, don't play this anymore. That's kind of what I'm getting for you. So yeah, I'm glad that resonates, but I really see that, you know, just like training montage, like getting ready to I have hearts on fire stuck in my head right now. Oh my god, yes. Hearts on fire, so desire. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so New Age Lunatic says there's nobody else on the list. Is that everyone? And New Age Lunatic, you need a card? I could definitely pull one for you. But is that everybody? Bueller? Okay, so I think that's everyone. New Age Lunatic, you need a card today because I definitely pull you one. And actually, since New Age Lunatic has been our awesome Chica helping me to keep all the oh, Oyas Girl is here. Hey, Oyas Girl, do you, or Queen Osset, do you need a card as well? Just making sure I'm not missing anybody right now. Oh, making sure how my battery is going. Okay, so she said sure. Whoops. Okay. All right, so Queen Osset. Okay, and then I will, yeah, and then I'll pull one for, and Debbie. Okay, so Queen Osset, and then we'll go Debbie. Okay. Okie dokie. Just making sure we're not missing people. So Queen Osset, let's see if we have any images for you. Okay. Yeah, so Debbie will get to you too. So Oyas Girl, or Queen Osset, what I was kind of getting for you, there was this song back in the 90s, and the the name of the band escapes me, and it shouldn't because I used to listen to that song all the time. Hey, Sean Brennan is here. But it was like these, in the music video, the cars were supposed to be racing, and all I hear is, you know, the engines thumping and pumping in time, the green light flashes, the flags go up, burning and turning, they yearn for the cup, they deftly remove it, they whistle for rank, fuel burning fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild, they pour through the turns, and you know that song? Like, okay, yeah, well, anyway, so that's the song I have in my head for you, so anyway, so these cars are racing. So Sean says, hello. I did see you, but I didn't know if that was response to something else. Okay, so yeah, Debbie, we'll get to you. so Queen Aset. So we got so I have that cool 90s song playing in my head. Oh my gosh. How do you guys like them apples? It's that person jumping with a horse into water. Oh my god, that is so cool. As I was totally watching that or seeing that movie, watching the movie in my brain. So Queen Aset, okay, so I'm trying to put the two together. So we have Ace of Buckets, which is like Ace of Cups, and it says Conception. So we know that as like a new beginning. But as I'm hearing the song, you know, of like the cars racing and you know, pouring through the turns, and this person who's like in the song is not giving up, and even though the race has ended, this person's still like going around in circles doing laps in his car. And then here having the Ace of Buckets. So it seems like something could be happening right now where most people are expecting you to maybe give up on something because they're like, dude, it's like over, like why are you still pursuing this, or why are you still going after this? And oh, Missy's leaving, so hey, you have a great rest of your Sunday, and I know you probably got errands and stuff to do, so you have a good day. But I'm seeing that Queen Aset, if you keep pushing and pursuing, no matter what anybody's telling you, that like it's a moot point, you don't need to continue, you don't need to keep pushing forward, like it's not viable what you're doing, just ignore those people, because you know it's right for you, that there will be some new opportunities like blossoming for you. And I don't necessarily mean this career wise either, but just like new things coming about for you because you kept pushing when other people told you to stop. So Queen Aset, I hope that makes sense to you. So don't listen to the haters, basically. Okay, so let me just go back, and I missed some people here. Cosmic Creeper says there has been totally awesome gecko feeding time now, so I have to shoot, but thank you again and have a lovely day. So yes, you guys, Cosmic Creeper, have a lovely night. Okay, all right. So yeah, Queen Aset, let me know if that makes sense. So yeah, ignore all the people that are telling you that you're nuts for pushing forward. Like, just you keep doing you, you keep pushing forward, because that's going to lead to some breakthroughs for you. And I think that that's yeah, you know what's best. You got the intuition. You know that something else is guiding you, and just ignore those people. Just put your muffs on, block them out. Okay, so Debbie, Snoop Debbie Deb was next. So Debbie, she said she's putting on her makeup right now, but we'll do her reading for her. New Age Lunatic, the moment I wake up before I put on my makeup. Sorry, Debbie. So, okay, I just got everybody into song mode. You're welcome. Okay. Debbie, images. Okay, so Debbie, the image I'm seeing in my head is it's a really quiet and still, beautiful sunny day. I'm seeing daffodils kind of swinging in the breeze, so that's like, to me, like March, April. And there's like a couple of bees flying around, so, you know, very, it just seems very calm, very silent. So I like seeing those daffodils just kind of swing in the breeze. Okay, so Debbie, let's pull a card and see how that what the card connected to this image of these daffodils. And mostly I see daffodils as March, because that's like my boyfriend's flower. He's a March baby. Oh, by the way, I did find out his moon and rising sign. His sun sign is Pisces. His moon sign is Aries. And his rising sign is Leo. Okay. Okay, looks like we've got Debbie's card. Okay. All right. So Debbie, we have the 4 of batons, and it says community. And so I just got a really calm, peaceful feeling. Oh, Always Girl said, thank you. Sometimes I do run on empty and I have to stop, but I keep going. I don't know how I do it. Well, you keep going because you're obviously being guided by your gut. And it's a good thing that you listen to your gut because it's not going to lead you astray. Just make sure you keep putting fuel in the tank. Yeah, like in the song Fuel Burning Fast on an Empty Tank, just make sure you refill the tank and you make sure that you spend time for yourself. So Debbie, what I'm getting with this like really calm, peaceful time, I'm feeling like you might be worried about a lot of things at once. Like, is everything okay right now? Like I think you're so used to running in so many directions at once and having to do this and having to do that and like putting out fires here and there, that now that things are somewhat calm, you know, and I just see like, you know, the daffodils swaying, four batons being the four of wands, you know, just stability right now. You may not know what to do with yourself and just know that it's okay to chillax once in a while, you know, even though if you feel like, oh, but I should be doing something right, like everything is cool, you know, save that for when you actually need to put out some real fires. But there's no fires going on right now. Nothing in that you need to be dealing with. So people may be having their own stuff going on, but that doesn't mean you need to go and be Supergirl or Superwoman and like go save these people. By all means, if somebody comes to you and asks you for help, of course, as friends, we'd always help our friends, help our family. But be okay in the fact that things are okay for you right now, and just, you know, do the things that you probably normally wouldn't be able to do if you were running around, you know, trying to save the day for everyone. So it's like, maybe I have some time to prepare a really intricate, nice meal. Maybe I have some time for like a really nice like goddess bath or something. Maybe I have some time for a pedicure, manicure. Maybe I have some time to go, if it's maybe sunny where you're at, maybe go for a walk or something like that. But it's okay to like, you know, take some time to go to do things that you wouldn't normally have time for right now. Yeah, thank you. I got lunch. So like I said, I will be signing off soon because I'll have to have some lunch and run my errands. But yeah, Debbie, let me know if that makes sense for you, that it's okay to be like calm right now. It's okay to not be running around a million miles an hour. Allie says she sees avocados. Oh, yes, you do. It's just avocados and a little bit of salt. I love my avocado sandwiches. Okay, so Pixie says, I still need to find out if me and my dude will have positive pregnancy tests this year. Oh, hold on. I gotta bring this thing over before this cell phone dies. I'm gonna go plug it in for you guys real quick. I got 10% remaining. We're going back into the corner with my avocado sandwich. And yay! We are plugged in. The Distance by Cake, yes! That's right. Yeah, Cake used to be like my jam back in the day when I was in high school. Ali said yum. Sean said yummy in my tummy. Yes, yummy, yum, yum. Okay, so yeah, we're all plugged in now. We're in our favorite corner over here where we get plugged in. And then, okay, so, sorry, Pixie Dust said, we have a positive pregnancy test this year, but the 5 card, yes or no, confuses the heck out of me. You might want to, let's see, Pixie Dust, you may want to get one of you, okay, Sean's gonna be next. Okay, no problems. So Pixie Dust, like, pick a trusted friend, even if this friend doesn't even read tarot cards for you. Have them just shuffle the cards and maybe do the 5 card spread for you, and see how that works, because then that way, like, you're removed from having to shuffle the cards and putting your energy into it. So like, let them do it and then see how that works. So maybe that will help. Okay, Sean, images for you. Okay, so Pixie Dust says you do it for me. Okay, after Sean. Um okay. So Sean, when I was getting okay, have you seen the movie Finding Nemo? Okay, so in Finding Nemo, remember when Nemo and Dory, they are they what is that called, the East Atlantic Current or the EAC or whatever, near Australia, and they meet up with the like kind of surfer turtle guy, and I think his name was Crush. And he was like, don't call me Mr. Turtle because that's my dad. Well, anyway, Crush is like what I'm focusing on right now, just like this, ooh, dude. Okay, so I'm seeing Crush in my head for you, like the really cool turtle from Finding Nemo. And okay, so that's your image. Okay, card for Sean, card for Sean. Oh yeah, dude, gnarly. Gnarly, tubular. Ali said, I love those turtles. They are so cute. Yes. And then he had his little, like the baby turtles, like Squirt. Okay. Okay, this one is for Sean. Winter Quarters, Ace of Rings. So that is the Ace of Pentacles for you. And we hear if you have this guy like making this really silly face in the middle of this circle of faces. All these different people. Actually, around here, these are all like different cartoon characters and like comic book characters. So that's interesting. Okay, so if I'm trying to put the two together, we got the Ace of Pentacles basically, and then we have Crush from Finding Nemo. Although Crush seemed like really laid back, like the kind of like surfer guy, and like, you know, he's just pretty chill about everything. Like Crush is actually knows what's going on though. You know, he's really protective of his little turtles, of course, and he knows how to use the current, you know, to get around. Really nice turtle, you know, nice to all his friends. But he knows how to utilize his environment to get to where he needs to go. So knowing that he is a slow moving turtle, he knows that he needs to jump onto the East Atlantic Current to, you know, zip him to where his destination is. And with the Ace of Rings, as I'm seeing that there is a possible, it could be job opportunity, but then I'm started thinking about maybe like starting a new maybe workout regimen, like, you know, that you know how to get there, and although you may seem like this really laid back person, you actually know how to utilize your environment, and you know how to be like, okay, you know, if I want this, then I know that I need to do X, Y, and Z to get there. And so this is just confirmation that, you know, you do actually know where you're going. And, you know, and although other people might be like, I don't, you know, totally think that, you know, that's right for you, or, you know, people like to put in their 2 cents, not to discourage you, but just to, you know, people want to see people succeed, and so we always like are always very cautious for our friends. So I think people are just exuding, or yeah, they're caution, like, oh well, I don't know if you should do this or do that. But just like Queen Aset, you have that inner guidance system, and you know exactly what you need to do, who you need to talk to, where you need to go in order to get where you're going. And that's not a bad thing, you know, and you don't have to do everything yourself. It's good to delegate and be like, you know, instead of like that turtle having to swim forever to get to where he's going, possibly tiring himself out or never even getting there, he knows that, hey, I could just glide along this thing and I'm gonna get where I need to go. So same for you. Instead of like trying to do everything yourself, it's like, hey, I could just do this and this and this, or maybe just talk to this person, and that's gonna get me straight to where I need to go, instead of having to like struggle the entire way. So if something like that has been coming up, just know that you got it right. You know the people you need to talk to, or where you need, what place you need to put yourself in for this opportunity to come. So yeah, don't feel like you have to like always suffer and struggle to get to where you need to go, because sometimes that's not necessary. Sometimes things really are that easy to get to when you utilize your environment. So Sean, I hope that makes sense to you. And Debbie, you're so very welcome. And Sean said he can understand that. Thanks so much. Well, you are very welcome. Okay, before I sign off, because it is now getting close past 12:30, I have to eat my avocado sandwich and I have to run my errands. So anyway, hope I haven't missed anyone, and I'm gonna do a quick healing and then we gonna peace out. And yeah, for those dates that I showed earlier for the meetup, it was July 21st, 22nd. Oh, Pixie Dust, sorry. Yeah, we'll do Pixie Dust. 28th, 29th, whatever the Saturday and Sunday is in July, and then the first 2 weekends in August. Oh, Light of Rigus here. He said, oh no, I'm late. I was busy eating an avocado sandwich. Oh, you mean like this avocado sandwich? Okay, so, okay, Pixie Dust, and then we'll do our Light of Rigus for real. Okay, so I'll do Pixie Dust cards, then we'll do our healing, and then we'll peace out. You guys go back and look at those dates. I'll put the dates in the information box below so that when people watch the playback, they could pick the dates for the meetup. You know, if you guys can come this summer, that would be totally awesome. I want to meet you guys. I want to hang out with you guys. I want to show you guys my favorite spots and do some meditations, do some healings, sling some cards, you know, and overall just have fun. Okay, so last cards for Pixie Dust.
You show them the glamping puma?
Maybe I'll show them before I sign off. Wally's glamping right now. Okay, so Pixie Dust, 5 cards. Okay. Okay, so I pull 5 cards when I'm trying to do a yes or no question. I pull 5 cards. The majors are yeses, court cards are no, and then for all the minors, obviously, even numbers are yeses and odd numbers are no. So the first one, 7 of Blades, would be an odd number, so that would be no. But then we have Art, which is one of the majors. It's like balance, temperance. Yeah, temperance. And then we have, so that would be a yes. And then we have 10 of Rings, so 10, that is a yes. Then we have Governor of Blades, so that is a court card, so that would be no. And then we have the Hanged Man, which is a major, so that would be a yes. So it would be three yeses and 2 no's, so meaning more than likely a yes, but then you want to read all the cards together to try to get more information. So it's like, why isn't it a 100% yes? What's the like kind of yes mean? So let me put them together. So okay. So Pixie Dust, what I was getting, so although it seems like, you know, you're feeling like you're in a really good place to possibly, you know, start a family. I'm seeing that as the 10 of Rings, you know, having everything that you want, that there might be some things going on that you maybe aren't quite sure about. And so like talking to your guy, you know, even though maybe he would really like to start a family as well, he could have some reservations about it. So possibly holding back, and I can't say like, you know, a man can't really hold back certain things, you know, when you guys are together. but just like mentally, he's kind of holding himself back for that. So although you guys might both be trying, his tension is like, maybe I don't know, like he might be a little nervous, like I don't know if I'm ready, which is causing him to be in this kind of hanged place. So Wasi Magic, I hope that you have a wonderful week as well. So it's kind of like, you know, when the two people are getting together, one's like really like, yes, I can't wait to start a family now. The other one's like, yes, I don't mind starting a family with you, but I don't know if I want to do it right now. And so when you guys are coming together, it's like maybe not what you're wishing is coming true yet, just because I think maybe you guys need to have a really deep discussion and talk about your fears, your wants first, so that there isn't that hesitation, and that magic between you can actually happen. So I'm seeing, is it maybe not right now, but definitely have that talk with him, so that you can release him from the anxieties that he may have, so that you guys can try and you can, you know, because I'm not saying that you can't have a family, you definitely can, but just have a discussion first. Calm him down so that, you know, when you two get together, it really will be magic and you guys will be able to create that little life that you're looking to make a family. Pixie Dust said, this is actually really spot on and means a lot. Oh, you are very much. He actually said he's not ready yet, and I actually really am. So New Age Lunatic said, enjoy your my sandwich and have an awesome day with the dude. I will. So yeah, so Pixie Dust, I'm so glad that worked out. But yes, definitely have a talk with him, because you may be trying, but he may be like, I don't know. So it may not be happening yet because he's maybe like not quite certain. So definitely talk. You know, a family is definitely something you can have. Just make sure you guys talk about it first and both of you are okay, and then go about having your family. So there you go. And last, I know a lot of people are signing off, so let's do that healing, and you guys have a wonderful day, and I will eat that avocado sandwich. So here we go. And you don't have to stick around for it. Totally not going to hurt my feelings, but just like to send you off with some good juju. All right, so that's it, you guys. Have a wonderful Saturday. You guys have a wonderful week, and I will catch you spiritual homies later. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Pixie Dust felt my energy. You are more than welcome. And Light of Raga, have a great full moon celebration. Yes, I forgot, today is the full moon, so you guys have a wonderful full moon today. Definitely soak in some of the energy. You guys put out your crystals, put out your decks, let it soak up all that wonderful moon energy, and you guys have a wonderful week. All right, get back to your chores or being lazy or whatever you guys are trying to do today, and Wally's gonna continue glamping in his little tent over there. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye.